Hello survivors, I'm the SurvivalVis, and we're back to Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt after that little week-long break. It was both a nice break to get in order to catch up on the channel, but also shoot myself in the foot because I did some episodes on a new series, or well, on a little filler series that did take longer than they should have, like... Oh boy, I might have to do a couple of nighters just letting the computer slowly upload the videos just to make sure I can keep everything going. But we're in Dinosaur Hunt, and the update has come and is now available across consoles. And as you can see right at the top, Hunt Preparation Mode Non-Lethal. And we can change that to Observer or Lethal. So that's probably what we're going to be doing, is we've been doing everything non-lethal so far in the game. So we're going to switch over to the lethal version. And I think what we will do is just go to regular Delpheus Hills. Because I don't really see anything else, like, to go for. I am going to actually switch out for the rifle, though. Okay, that's got everything there. And the reason being for this is because of how lethal is going to be a bit different. If you do wound the animals, like, you don't actually get that first killing shot on them. Maybe I'll even turn the... Maybe I'll leave that on just to make it a bit easier to see, actually. And you know what? Maybe I'll... Okay, all that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's okay there. I'll leave it like this, because what I'm going to actually do is take a shot, or maybe use a few shots that aren't quite the mortal zones, and we can see how the dinosaurs actually do move and react. Because this is actually going to open up another type of tracking for us after you've wounded an animal. Like, we'll hop right in and show you guys off, but there's a lot of things different. That's actually one good thing I should mention right now. It is Delpheus Hill, not Delapheus, Delpheus, and it's now Tyrannosaurus, not Trex. So there have been a few like spelling corrections and that through the game, little things like that. But we'll hop in, see how it plays, and see how this update holds up on the Switch version. So let's just get right into things here. Carnivores tracked by the gunfire, use the crossbow to stay unnoticed. Now that's interesting. Are they actually drawn into like the sounds of the gunshots? Maybe they are, because I think there have been times where, like, after I take down one Cerrado, we've been able to watch on radar, they do kind of go straight towards our position in a way. But we'll load in and just see how it plays out with the lethal rounds. I do know Sorian did a few videos just talking about, like, some of the changes in that the game could use as well. He was talking about how if you tranquilize an animal, maybe it's, like, different from how the trophies work, and I do agree. I think... Well, how it should be now that lethal and non-lethal are built-in modes. If you go non-lethal, you get more points, so the farm and grind is easier, but you don't get trophies for the trophy gallery. Whereas if you do lethal, you do get the trophies, but they aren't like these animated ones that they currently are. They just kind of like stand stationary, kind of how we've... Oh! Hello, that's right, you are a new introduction, aren't you? Are you the Pelican Mimus, or are you the... No, Gallimimus. Welcome to a little bit more life on the maps. We do have the ambient animals back. I think it's just Gallimimus on Delpheus, and maybe the Great Forest. Actually, maybe there is Pelican Mimus on this one too, I don't know. That was another good point he addressed, is making more, like, uniqueness to the maps. Because all the dinosaurs can be on all maps, it does work for, like, the very limited limited animal roster and map roster. But the ambient animals would be nice to see almost more like tied specifically to the reserves they're on. Oh, we got something. Stegosaurus, 2.72. It might actually be a little bit of a tiny one. But we'll go over... Again, I think I'm going to try to get... Actually, we'll see how good the lethal shots are. It might even be the case if I... Yeah, he does actually look really tiny, doesn't he? Oh, shoot. I was going to say, if we are using the lethal, I don't... Oh, okay, so it did go down. We might even be able to see, because there are supposed to be now, like, blood trails and that in the game. Yeah, there he is there. Just load that up. There are the tracks. Oh, yeah, there is... Now, I know Twitter said they were like red foot... There are some that are red footprints, but there is also just like blood spatter too, so that's nice to see. So the two modes definitely have quite a bit of difference in that. where when you do wound an animal, it'll be easier to track and keep track of which one you've wounded. Like, say, if you come across a group of stegos or a group of trikes and you go for one, but they all split, or they all kind of like crisscross, you can follow the wounded one because of the blood trail with lethal mode on. I don't know, I don't think we'd have it in, in non-lethal mode, but maybe there is bloods in that one. That might be something check in another video to do. And, okay, all these tracks are actually going up that way. Or are they? Yeah, it looks like they are. Okay, so maybe we'll start going this way and see where that wound up. Oh. Got another one right there. Okay, I think that was just the lung, but that will probably mean... This is actually a very good way of testing which one we're, like, tracking. And another thing, too, is I'll do the... Oh. Okay, there's another shot. Will that be enough to down him? Well, maybe not. He is still going. But when it comes to reloading, I know Saurian made a mention where if the clip's not empty, it's weird to see the one round chambered. I guess it kind of makes sense, because maybe it's more once you fire a round, part of the recoil, I think, is that you maybe automatically, like, chamber the next round. So, there would be one sort of chamber. It's a little confusing still, but it's not, like, I guess, the biggest leap of logic for there to be a round there when you reload. Okay, so he did go down. And yeah, a little bit more bloody for, like, the mix of the red footprints and the blood, like, spatter on the ground. I don't know if you need, like, both, but I think it is still a welcome addition to the game to have the lethal mode and that there's more tracking when you do wound an animal. And then these are, again, much different than them just, like, going to sleep. Oh, come on, where is the collect? There we go. And, like, completely still. It looks like they do, like, topple over, just dead instead of, like, going and laying down to sleep. Oh, jeez. Okay, so he'll probably be coming back around. Let's just get the next round ready. Ceratosaurus always come back if that doesn't put them down. Always. I just need to keep... Or do they? I'm not seeing it coming back, actually. Is that actually something the update addressed? Because if it was going to come back, it should have by now. I wonder if they did fix that behavior. If so, I don't think there's anything in the, like, patch notes regarding it. But it does seem, if you wound an animal and they didn't detect you from your shot, the Ceratos don't, like, seem to automatically sprint for you. That's a nice change to see. I do think they should have a higher detection that on the first shot, they pick you up and they might start right towards you. But if they actually did fix that... I think they really did. Yeah, it should have definitely come back if that was the case for it. Although, what is weird... I got the shot on it, but I'm not seeing any blood. I know it definitely impacted. But there's nothing like I was expecting, like, for a blood trail. This is a lot cooler now. Before it was, you shoot a Cerato, they're going to run off. Immediately you know they're coming back. Now this adds a new element. it's wounded, so it might be more dangerous, or it might be more prone to, like, being alert and running away. This... Yeah, this is much better like carnivore hunting now. Okay, so then he turned and came down this way. I really like this change, because this adds so much more element to it. There's having to be careful about which direction you're going, minding the surroundings a lot more. And with a wounded predator, you don't know what it will exactly do. I love this change. This is exactly what it needed. It was way too straightforward when the dinosaurs would immediately, like, do the homing missile approach for their behavior. Now that's like this. Oh yeah, this is where tracking is so much... Like, having this little modifier is such a neat addition. Now, you don't super need it because you can see, again, the tracks are... There he is. At least I think that's him. It's almost like he's trying to sleep it off in a way. Let's see if that behavior continues. It might be enough to put him... No, not going down. There we go. Okay, so he went properly down that time. It does seem like there needs to be a little sort of examination to him. Yeah, so that was only 3 hits, huh? Okay, yeah, see, that registered blood there. So, did the first one maybe actually not? Because I thought that would be a bit more than 3. Okay, I'll have to pay more attention to that, because I actually thought it was behavior fixed. Now it looks like I actually just didn't land the first shot. Although, I think me and you guys won't have to review that when it actually, like, goes up on the channel, because it looks like that was definitely a hit when, like, the first one went off. But now I don't know. Because there was blood on the, like, him running forward there. And that, I think, was a combined of 3 hits. So, did the first one not register properly? Here I thought, like, the behavior was fixed and it was going to be more of, like, an element truly hunting instead of it just, like, automatically knowing, but maybe that's not the case. Maybe I got a little too far ahead of myself without being able to see first. Oh. We will be getting another chance, though, because we got a Cerrado up here. I probably should be mindful of wherever the wrecks might be, but to be honest, I just want to play around a bit and see how things are working more. Okay, the wind still does have the weird bug with the map, where it seems like it's turned east is your upward direction. Okay, that was only 2 shots that time. And he did pick us up, so it wasn't a case of I might have gotten that first shot off and sent him. Well, let's collect him and send him on his way. 55, I guess is not too bad. Again, there's nothing really to save up for points anymore now that we are right up at the cap. Well, I should say cap of them, but everything we can use is opened up now. We've got more than enough points to probably buy every single thing we want. I do feel like... I kind of overhyped myself, where I thought, oh yeah, that Cerrado definitely was hit and ran off on its own wounded. And now it's more of a risk trying to near it, but doesn't seem like that's the case. It seems like that first shot missed and hit something else. What? I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Does it really seem like the cloud came from, like, where it impacted? do want to just be mindful, because again, there is a Rex on here, or somewhere in the map. It's probably not a very big one, but still, a Rex is a Rex. I actually kind of prefer... I guess it doesn't really matter if we collect the trophies, considering we have the... like the shot total we can easily check out when we just go walk up to send them off with the bot. But I do really like the addition of, like, the lethal mode, just because it does have, like, a little bit more to it, where you see the blood spatter. It changes things up a little bit more to see, like, a Ceratosaurus topple like that, instead of just the sort of lazy, I'm going to sleep here. And, again, I felt like maybe it's something that can still be done, because I know the Triceratops had that behavior fixed. And I do think it would be a lot more interesting to... like, if you don't get the initial shot to, like, down the dinosaur, or a Cerato, even a Rex, it becomes much more alert for you trying any other subsequent shots to try to take it down. This thing where it has, like, the homing behavior, I guess maybe it's, like, trying to promote the more action-oriented part of it, but I don't think it works. I think that would apply more to shooter than hunter for, like, game genre. I thought I saw a parasaur almost through there, but it looks like it was just the rocks rendering in through that little gap. We'll see if we can get anybody else before time's up. Just go for another, maybe 20 minutes. Well, I mean, not 20 minutes this episode, but make the episode around 20 minutes. I've already got some series that are going up to, like, the 30 to 40 minute range, and they take a while to upload. Let me put it to you guys this way. If you guys like doing numbers or the little bit of math from figures, I think my upload rate is 1.5 megabits a second. Something like that. And the files for, like, video sizes, I think the largest ones are ranging around 4.5 to 5.5 gigabytes. So I'll let you guys do the number crunching to figure out how many like minutes or hours it takes. But generally, as an estimate, I probably give them 7 to 8-ish hours for those videos. Dinosaur Hunt is probably one, as long as I keep that time limit down, not as bad. But again, it all depends on how long the video really is. They're all rendered now at the same setting, because I know YouTube does kill the quality of my videos. I wish I could show you guys a good... there are some videos I could show an example of what the video quality should be on them, and what YouTube puts them out as. But I found, like, a pretty good setting to export them all with that I like, and I am comfortable with on the computer, that doesn't seem to make them too big, and doesn't really, like, lose any quality from what I've put it through. Okay, yeah, so we basically just did a loop around here. I'm going to try for the watering hole, just to see if we can get anybody else easy or quickly. Oh! Oh, hello there, little Gallimimus. Yeah, maybe it is just the galleys on Delphaeus. And the Pelican Mimus are from, Basmachi. Because that might even actually be the first Gallimimus we spawned in beside, too. I don't think I've seen any others, like, running around, or actually even heard them. I know that one actually just made a sound, and it's nice to have that little bit of, like, ambience to the map. That it's not just the big dinos that are on there, and there is more life going on. Yeah, don't really... For having the full roster open, there's a lot of animals I have not, like, really seen at all. It's not even like there are tracks here either. It's not even like seeing anything just like strolling around in the distance. I'll keep going for another minute or two. Just try to get something before we end the episode. But yeah, I'll be covering this for at least a couple weeks forward, just because there are some things to go over. Again, it's mostly quality of life improvements, and that there are some additions, like the observer mode. Maybe we'll do that for Friday, just to go on a map and see. It would be kind of cool if the dinosaurs had more behavior to themselves, so you could actually catch them doing more than just, like, randomly eating or drinking from a watering hole. Maybe they do, like, trots for little distances, or do more sniffing, or just small things to make them feel a little bit more alive and they're kind of like living in the hunting grounds. They're not just roaming around mindlessly. Jeez, I'm surprised I'm really not seeing anything. I wonder if they all kind of got, like, funneled into a corner of the map or something with, like, this. And I'm not even hearing, like, footsteps of anything either. I mean, heard a frog. I guess that's something out here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try going down to this watering hole here. It's probably where the Rex is going to be around, just from how they usually do the layout of where the dinosaurs like to spawn. It was across from where we spawned in, so more than likely it's going to be around there. And maybe because of, like, all the shooting I've done and the bots have been coming in, everything kind of got scared more to a little corner. Not a quarter. Well, I guess maybe it is, like, quarter of the map. This little southwestern area. Again, that is one little thing I'd like to see hopefully get added or just fixed in a small update, is to have the map properly oriented with north being, like, upwards, and then the compass thing sitting a little bit into that with the wind. Oh man, really? Even coming down here, I don't really see anything. Like, there are some ankylosaur tracks. Oh! Okay, you know what? It's spooked. But we'll try to follow it and try to get a better shot or an opportunity on the parasaur. I think it's the only one I've actually seen this hunt so far. Well, there was a bit of a rumble. Yeah, so it's just going to go back to, like, idly wandering. I think I'm actually going to have to wait till it goes over to, like, this little opening here. I think that's the path it's taking. I do hear some sniffing, but I don't think that's like a Cerrado. Okay, yeah, so nothing else. There was a little bit of detection for hearing there. I'm curious to see, because that was, again, it definitely looked like it hit. Oh. But there's no blood to the tracks so far. Okay, there is a Cerrado here. That this might be a bit of a tricky one to take down. Of course, once I get to the little corner at the very end of the video, every opportunity is opening up here. See, Okay, there we go. Okay, so something was hearing us. I'm hoping it's... Oh, there's our Rex. 4.65. Not that big of one, but still gotta be careful. Thankfully, the wind has shifted, so it's not a, like, complete giveaway for us. I actually don't know where he is now with, like, how the rocks are. See... Oh, there he is. Hey, he shouldn't pick us up. The wind's not in that direction. Should I try for our first Rex of the update? You know, I think I want to try for the first Rex of the update. What the? Oh, not you two. It was not the Rex that got us! Okay, maybe he got the leftovers, but he wasn't one who got the kill. That was actually the trike. I was not expecting the tag team of them. I thought maybe the trike would run off, but I didn't get so lucky, did I? But yeah, that was our first episode back on Carnivores Dinosaur Hunt with the update going live. I'll probably go to the Great Forest for another hunt. Maybe I'll go for the Expo and see if this does have, like, the same power it did on non-lethal mode. So we'll go try hunting a few things, see how we do, and just enjoy a little bit of time back. And again, if you guys have suggestions or ideas of stuff I should do, apologies there, be sure to leave all in the comments down below. I always try to respond to any questions or feedback as soon as I can on the channel, and it's always a pleasure to bring you new videos and new content. Is there anything else to cover? Again, any comments, tips, or tricks as well, be sure to leave in the comments below, and I think that wraps us up. So thank you guys very much for watching as always, and until I see you in the next video or episode, please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.